apply Tandendo to Kendo. How to swing a sword. How to swing from point of view of science. Plus Tandendo. There's a word in Japanese, shuhari. Shuhari is the 3 stages of mastery. The fundamentals, breaking with the tradition, creating one's own techniques. So this part, ha and ri, but however we do no breaking with the traditional, no creating one's own techniques. I'm not trying to make my own technique. So we only follow the fundamentals. Shu, hari, or merely shu after all. Scientifically analyze what we have been told to execute it from the different point of view. So there's a typical fundamentals. Swing by the left hand, and then do not loosen pinky, and then pull left leg, and so on. So I'd like to talk about hand manipulation. Length of shinai is 46 inches, and the place for the right hand right here is 12 inches, and then palm width, my palm is 3 inches. Okay, let's talk about the ratio of the length. Fulcrum is at the left hand, right here at the end. If you hold right at the end, leverage will be 1 to 1 right here. And then right hand is right here. If you move with the right hand right here, it's gonna be 3.8 times. So 1 to 3.8 right here. So palm width is 3 inches right here. So 3 inches to the length of the shinai would be 15.3 times. And then when you place the fulcrum at the middle of the palm, it would be 1.5. But so this fulcrum would be shifted to the 1.5 inches inwards. So the calculation will be 29.7. So 1.5 inch to this full length, minus 1.5 inches, would be 29.7 times. Let's compare the traveling length per inch. This is the fulcrum right here, and if I move 1 inch right here, it would move 1 inch, so 1 to 1. And then if I hold in the middle, 1 to 2, so to move twice as much. But if I hold right here and then move with the right hand, if you move 1 inch right here, it will be 3.8 times, 3.8 inches. Now, if I keep this one at fulcrum, and then if I move right here, it will be 15.3 times. So if I move this part 1 inch, this part move 15.3 inches. Let's see. Next one is this is kind of cramped, so let's keep the fulcrum in the middle, and then move this part forward, this part like backwards. Then it would move 29.7 times. So if you move 1 inch here, actually it's quite a bit, for this centrifugal motion, but the 29.7 time, if you move 1 inch right here, it would move 29.7 times. That's quite a bit. Ratio of the length, fulcrum is at the right hand. This is not really good example, but however, some people may move like this. This part is fulcrum, and then move at the end of the sword. So if you do this one, right hand to the length of the shinai from here to here would be 2.8 times. And then next one is if you place the fulcrum right up here, and then if you move like this, it will be 14.3 times. And then next one is same as the ones on the another chart. I just have it here as a reference. Okay, let's compare the energy. This is just a comparison of the energy, so I'm not really calculating detail. I'm just comparing with. So if I just move this, hold the tip of the shinai and move like this, and then comparing this energy to when I hold the other part. So when I hold the right hand, the force will be 0.26. So if I move this right hand, so this part would get the only 0.26 times of the force. So when you move this part, the force will be only 0.07 times right here. So, and then if you hold in the middle, it's much even worse, like a 0.03 times. So when I calculate energy, it will be velocity powered by 2. So I calculated the number for each. So 14 times 4, so 234.1 times, 882.1 times for the each. Now energy is this force times velocity powered by 2 divided by 2. But however, we're just comparing, so let's forget about like dividing by 2. So let's see. So when right hand is 3.7, and then 16.4, 26.5 for each. And then I compared with the right hand. Right hand is as a 1, so 3.7 is a 1. So I just divided by this one, 16.4 divided by 3.7. It will be 4.4 times, and then 7.2 times to the right hand. So even though the force itself is really low, but you have much more energy by making it really fast. Let's talk about the wasted potential energy by the right hand swing. When you swing by right hand, it will be like this swing. So it would go up and then down. So this is the final point of the swing. So you are raising higher than this point. So this is the waste part. Potential energy is raised higher than right here. So this is wasted. Let's talk about the no wasted potential energy by left hand swing. When you swing by the left hand, you will swing up at the right. You will swing up right here, and then right after swing, the sword will tilt, and as it tilts, you just follow it. There's no wasted potential energy right here. So this is about swinging down. Swinging down takes a different path. When you swing right hand, when you swing down right hand, it's about the same. So swing up and then down. So I don't need to talk about it. But when we swing down with the left hand, the path will be slightly different. So as you swing down, then sword will follow it, and then right at the end, the sword will become perpendicular. By the time the sword becomes perpendicular, actually your hands is down, lower, so it doesn't. You won't raise the potential energy right here. and then right at the end you're gonna swing down. Now if you do that, you don't see any raising the potential energy right here. Then you can swing down. Let's talk about identifying someone swinging up by right hand. So if you swing by the right hand, it's gonna be like this. So your left hand will be left behind, far away from your forehead, and you can tell like this. And if you swing, actually if you push by the left hand, it will be like this. So it's gonna stay right in front of your forehead. So one fist away from your forehead if you swing up with your left hand, like this. So if you swing up by right hand, it's gonna be like this. So still, even when I go like this, probably left hand will be really far away from your forehead. So now let's talk about the wasteful potential energy by left pinky. When you swing up above your head, if you pinky is loose, your tip of the sword will drop down like this. Even worse like this, So if you have a loose pinky, you gotta drop your tip and then you gotta raise the potential energy back again and then swing. So this is kind of wasteful. So once you swing up, if you shouldn't loosen your pinky. See, if you loosen, you're losing the potential energy right here. So now let's talk about the issue from the swinging down. If you swing the shinai down, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be, especially if you do like with the right hand, with the one hand, you can tell. Even for me, it's really hard to stop if you swing down. Now let's talk about the counterbalance by pulling back leg. If you pull up by the pelvis, if you're pulling back your pelvis, your back leg will be pulled. When back legs swing like this, then your upper body will swing backwards like this. Like this is very exaggerated, but when you swing forward, cast forward, when you swing shinai forward, if you cast the shinai forward, your back is going back and it will be counterbalance each other. So it will be no power, no muscle involved to stop it. Now I'd like to show you how to swing up and then swing down based upon the explanation in this video. When I just grasp with the middle finger, it goes up, and if this is perpendicular, the sword will fall down, right? As it falls down, you just follow it, and then it goes right here. So going just fasten, and then perpendicular, and then fall down, and then going up. And then when you swing down, 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 down. At the end, you just fasten the pinky. Then you can swing. Now, right hand is just a follow through. So grasp and then up. And then when you swing down, it's so fast. So the right hand is just basically stopper. And then if you swing down, it's really hard to stop, especially with one hand. But if you swing forward, you just counterbalance. You just swing forward, and then if you pull your back foot really quickly, your upper body is supposed to go backwards. So then counterbalance each other. Now, so you don't have to hold it up with a hand. So that's why you can swing with one hand like this. Now let's see. If you loosen your pinky when you swing up like this, if you have a loosened finger like this on the left hand, and the sword will goes down like this. But if you have a tight pinky, it won't go down, so you don't waste your energy. And then swing down, 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 and then you're supposed to fasten the pinky right at the end. So if you fasten here, if you have a tight finger all the way up here, you can fasten furthermore. So you have to, without keeping the tension, you have to loosen slightly, not too loose though. As you go down, loose, and then at the end, you're gonna fasten it. Then you're gonna pull here, and then you're gonna push this way. So you're gonna make a fast swing at the end. Okay, let's talk about the Tandendo's application. Voice, sword, and body motion will synchronize and match. This means actually if you have a single source of the quake, so it would synchronize for the hand, voice, and then footwork. Everything should, be synchronized because it's a single source of the quake. But however, if you just move your hand, leg, and then separately, that's why you have like a mismatched, like a hit and then stomping. And then next one is before I explained about energy, but however it's so weak, only 0.03 times of the speed force if you use the center of the palm. So it's so weak, you have to add more power from the by sending the wave from the core of your body. So send the pulse from here to the tip would add more power. And furthermore, you can just cut without swinging up if you use a tandem. So next one is and then if you move your tandem, keep the fulcrum right here, and then walking point is right here. And then if you move slightly here, so if you move here, this is the motion you get. If you move from here, this is the motion you get. But if you move from here, this is the motion you get. So you get more faster speed compare if you think of the fulcrum. If you consider the leverage, it should move faster if you move from here. Next one, when you move, if you make a spin in your tandem, you're supposed to avoid the opponent very well. But I'm not really reaching that point yet. And then there's more benefit should exist. Thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button if you haven't, and subscribe this channel if you haven't.